Welcome, future Mariner and parents, to the financial aid presentation for today. My name is Henry Espinosa, and I am the Associate Director of Financial Aid here at MCU. And today, I have a few slides to go over with you to begin your financial aid process at MCU. So let's get started. The first step is to submit a 2020-2021 FAFSA application, which is available now and may be submitted online at www.fafsa.ed.gov. When completing the application, it is highly recommended that you use the IRS data retrieval tool. When using the IRS data retrieval tool, you are transferring your income information from the IRS to your FAFSA application. In the event that your application in the future is selected for verification, because you use the IRS data retrieval tool, we will no longer need any additional tax return transcripts from you. If you have already submitted the application and did not list MCU as one of your schools of choice, you may return back to www.fafsa.ed.gov and submit a FAFSA correction to include MCU as one of your schools of choice. MCU school code is 010474. What happens after you submit your FAFSA? After you submit your FAFSA application, that information is sent to MCU, which we will use to prepare an award letter, which will be mailed to you that will contain the cost of attendance for the university and will list the financial aid awards you are eligible for. MCU is eligible for federal aid, state aid, institutional aid, private loans, and outside scholarships. Federal aid is consistent of your Pell Grant, direct loans, which include subsidized and unsubsidized loans, SEOG, which is a supplemental grant to your Pell Grant, and any federal work-study programs. Your state aid is considered your Cal Grant A and your Cal Grant B. Your typical award for a Cal Grant A is $9,084. Your Cal Grant B award which would be $1,672. Institutional aid includes your MCU scholarship, trustee scholarship, or president scholarship. Those are determined by our admissions office, which they use your official transcripts from high school to determine what those awards may be. Your athletic scholarships are determined by the coach or coaches that you, depending on which sport you are interested in. Your Marymount need-based grants are determined by the EFC found on your FAFSA application. This year, over $3 million were awarded in institutional scholarships and grants to our 2019 MCU freshman class. $16,234 is the average institutional scholarship or grant our 2019 freshman class received. 85% of MCU students receive some form of financial aid. Balances after financial aid awards are determined. There are several options available to cover a remaining balance after financial aid. One of them is to apply for a parent loan. Either mother or father can apply for a parent loan. They would actually visit studentaid.gov to apply for the process. It's a two-step process. One of them is to complete a credit check. And if you are approved, then at that point you can move on to apply for a promissory note. In the credit check, you are actually listing the amount that you want to borrow. And if you are unsure of what the amount that you want to borrow, you may contact us and we will go over that process with you. Private loans are a non-federal loan. So for a private loan, the student would apply for a private loan on their own and they would seek a credit-worthy cosigner that would help them apply for the loan. Payment plans with MCU. So once we determine what your financial aid package looks like, we will subtract the cost of attendance from that amount and we will determine what your remaining balance is for the year. For example, if your remaining balance is $8,000 for the year and you wish to participate or pay using one of our payment plans or using our payment plan, you would at that point divide the $8,000 by 8 monthly payments, which would give you a payment of $1,000 a month. Other important reminders and tips. Submit a FAFSA application at your earliest convenience if possible, as soon as it becomes available. FAFSA is a yearly process, so every year you must complete a FAFSA. Again, MCU school code is 010474. Make sure to use the IRS data retrieval tool when available. It is the fastest way the most accurate way for you to submit your income information. And in the event, again, that you're selected for a process called verification, you will no longer need to submit any additional tax documents. For this year, students in high school can ask their high school counselor to ensure that a GPA verification or grade point average was submitted to the state to be determined for a state grant. We do encourage you to take advantage of our financial aid office. MCU is a small university, and the financial aid office here is available to assist you with the process. Remind you, you definitely want to check your school email quite often, especially because additional scholarship opportunities are emailed to students. Para las familias que mayormente hablan español, Merriman ofrece servicios de ayuda financiera en español. Estamos disponibles vía teléfono, correo electrónico o tiene la opción de programar una cita directamente con uno de nuestros consejeros. This concludes the financial aid presentation for today. After this presentation, there will be a Q&A. So definitely, I suggest you ask any additional questions that you may have or any possible concerns that you have regarding the financial aid process. I want to thank everyone for your time. Stay safe and healthy, and I look forward to seeing you on campus very soon.